Hey everyone, it's Heidi Fang here to talk about the Senior Bowl with you. And joining me from Alabama, where the practices are already underway, is Vinny Bonsignore, our own Raiders beat writer. Vinny, we know the Raiders are looking to secure the quarterback of the future. What have you seen so far from those who've been on the field?
Well, quite honestly, what stood out is that these quarterbacks need to step it up. It was a slow day for them. Dylan Gabriel was the headliner of the morning practice, and quite honestly, it's not been very good from the quarterbacks. It's nobody's really popping off the screen. If you're a Raider fan and you're wondering if your quarterback of the future is here at the Senior Bowl, I'd say right now you might have to look elsewhere. There's a long way to go. There's a couple more practices and a game for everybody here, and there's room to grow, and so you can't just write them off, obviously. But compared to years past, this feels like a watered down quarterback group here at the Senior Bowl.
Wow, that's interesting, Vinny. I mean, what position group has stood out, and where are the Raiders putting their focus?
Yeah, there's been some really good defensive line play. Walter Nolan, a interior defensive lineman from Ole Miss by way of Texas A&M. Texas A&M has played really well. Aranias Peebles from Virginia Tech has had a spectacular couple of days of practice. Interior defensive line, edge rusher Jaw Joyner from the University of Minnesota has been really impressive. And really, that's the area of need for the Raiders. You've got Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins, and that's a really good starting point. But Tyree Wilson has been more of an enigma and more of untapped potential than actual production. Then you've got Adam Butler, John Jenkins. They're set to become free agents. Malcolm Kuntz is coming off an injury that kept him out or sidelined all year, and he's a pending free agent. So, after Max and Christian, there's a lot of questions on that defensive line. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's a big point of emphasis in the draft and in free agency for Pete Carroll and John Spytek. There's been some really good cornerback play here as well. So it feels like a more defensive-oriented Senior Bowl, at least through the first three practices. We'll see if the offenses start picking it up from this point forward.
That's great stuff, Vinny. We appreciate your analysis as always. Don't forget to follow all of his articles and all we do at VegasNation.com. That's where we have you covered on all things Raiders. For Vinny Bonsignore, I'm Heidi Fang. Thank you so much for watching.